Andre, I have a question for you. Why is this truck here? Wasn't it from last year?
Yeah, indeed, dude. What you see behind us is a Chevy Silverado 1500 with a big, massive 6.2 V8. And last year, during a hot summer day, I used it to tow two side-by-sides up a mountain to test some off-road vehicles. And you know what happened?
What happened?
The transmission overheated. I told Chevrolet about it, and they said, well, let us check out the problem. And they did, and they fixed it, and they wanted to give it back to me, but I said, I don't want it in the winter. I want it in the summer, and I want to stress it out.
Okay, that sounds like a good start, but why did you bring us here to the ranch, and why is that excursion over there?
Well, I want to use this Chevrolet to tow our excursion, because it's on sale.
Right.
We're selling it on TFLPodcasts.com, and this trailer is going to be 9,600 pounds, way heavier than the 7,000 pound trailer last year. So let's stress this Chevy Silverado out and see how it's fixed.
One of the nation's best nonprofit groups fighting climate change just announced a raffle for, wait for it, a 2022 Rivian R1T Launch Edition. We know many of you are dying to get your hands on this electric truck, but Rivian says you'll wait till 2024 if you try to order one. Well, our friends at Chesapeake Climate Action Network Action Fund went out and bought one for you instead. They have it in their garage, and it could be yours for a raffle ticket price of just $200. Seriously, you get the keys immediately after the raffle. This is your chance to get one of the hottest EV trucks on the planet. Buy your ticket at www.evraffle.org. That's evraffle.org. And if a Rivian isn't what you want, the raffle winner can choose to build your own Tesla instead. And that's worth up to $135,000. Want a shot at a Tesla Model S Plaid with all the bells and whistles? This raffle is for you. The raffle runs through the summer, and the group is selling just 5,500 tickets. All the proceeds fund the nonprofit's work to promote clean energy nationwide. Again, buy your tickets at www.evraffle.org. Now that's evraffle.org. Tickets are already going fast.
This truck is equipped with a max tow package. That means it has towing mirrors. It's set up to tow quite a lot, almost 12,000 pounds of total weight. And it has a ton of payload, about 1,800 pounds. Here's what happened last year. Check it out. Me towing up the mountain. I'm towing two side-by-sides. I'll show you in a second. About 7,000 pounds up a very steep mountain trail to get to our off-road area. And the transmission got hot. And you could see the transmission temp gauge is actually right here at about 275-ish. As you can hear, the fans are on. And I can feel the air rushing by here. So the truck is trying to cool off. We sat and waited. We got down to just below 250 on the transmission temp. And then we decided to proceed because we needed to climb just a little bit more, and we got the message again. So transmission hot idle engine message again, and it's very close to 300. Well, my friend, we're at the same trail. It's actually Sunshine Canyon outside of Boulder, and this is not the Ike.
No, it's not the Ike. That's one of the important points here. It's a very different road.
Yes, and the Ike is still the world's toughest towing test because it's super high elevation. This is lower. That's an 8-mile stretch of road. But this particular canyon is tough because it's low speed. And when it's hot day like this, not a lot of airflow, you're towing heavy, that's where the stress comes in.
Now, it was a little bit hotter the last time you did this.
Yes.
However, I think the balance here is that we're also towing a lot more this time, so it's going to be stressful regardless. The excursion is for sale, as a matter of fact, and you'd be a lucky guy to get one. But more importantly, for this event, we are going to use it to tow. Why? Because it weighs around 7,500 pounds.
And when you have a big and heavy SUV like that excursion, you need a very strong and big trailer, and we have that. This is a Luma trailer. It's one of their longest versions, 24 feet long. Very, very strong, very lightweight. It can carry something that weighs about 8,000 pounds.
Right now it's just 88 degrees, and last time it was over 90 degrees.
Yes. And the transmission is starting at about 176, 178.
Okay.
So I would say right now, and we drove, what, 40 miles to get here?
Yep.
So far on kind of flat terrain, this truck is behaving super relaxed. It's handling the load. The trailer brakes are working great. The coolant, everything else, oil pressure, and the transmission are just fine. All right, Nathan, we started our climb. 189. So within what, a mile or two?
Temperature's moved up a little bit.
Yeah, already we're stressing this thing.
Now, are you changing gear manually?
No, I'm not. I am in tow mode, of course. This is exactly what I did last time.
Okay.
Tow mode, nice and easy. Climbing the steep grade. I want to say it's between 5 and 6, maybe 7% in places.
All right, well, so far so good. We do have the air conditioning on. We're not going to shut it off. It doesn't probably make that much of a difference nowadays. But nonetheless, we're not babying the truck at all, but we're also not hammering it.
No. And our speeds are normal. Our speeds are within speed limit, which is about 35 to 40. As always, we use Gen Y heavy duty hitches. They're height adjustable, they're solid, they're very capable, and they make them in different sizes. And for this load, I'm gonna turn it around because we made the raise to get it lifted up a little bit. This aluminum trailer uses a really large aluminum frame, full aluminum construction, and this 2 5/16 tongue Demco coupler, which should work quite nicely. Let me try to lower it, and it should catch the ball all by itself. You could see it kind of lifting, and then it will latch down, and you really don't have to secure it. It'll be secure, but we're gonna lock it up just for extra safety. Here's the camera system I was using. You can see the trailer. You can zoom in on the hitch, check your connections. It'll help you connect as well. And this has many cameras, including trailer cams. I don't have that wired for this trailer, but if I did, you could see either inside the trailer or behind it here. And then many other views, including 360. So let me try to pull away so we can load up. Now for this trailer, it does have quite a long rear section. I need to extend these legs while loading a heavy vehicle. Okay, now extending the ramps. They're aluminum and lightweight. One more thing, these fenders are removable, and because the excursion is so large, I'm going to remove them, and so the excursion can actually fit, and I'll replace them when it's on. Oh, wow!
That's after sitting for a couple weeks too, man.
Yeah. A little bit passenger. Okay, come on up. Good. Keep going. A little slower. Yes. A little bit more. Another 5 feet. And stop. As always, I also will check my trailer lights and trailer brakes. So right now I have nothing, so I need to raise my gain. This truck Zero gain means actually no brake actuation for the trailer. So because I know this trailer, we've used it several times, I'm not going to turn it up too high. Let me try 5.5. Yep, it's able to slow me down. We'll have to wait and see with a full load how that behaves. Up here in normal modes or off-road mode, it shows my battery, and then when I go to tow, it shows me the transmission temperature, which is the gauge we're going to be checking today because we're retesting the transmission and powertrain of this truck. We're climbing to 203 degrees. By the way, I've been towing in the mountains with different trucks. I used to own a Duramax, remember my old truck?
Yeah, I love that truck.
And I always monitored my transmission temps. And I always started to get concerned over 230 degrees transmission. When it goes over that, you know, things could happen.
Right. And so this truck broke down, essentially.
Well,
the transmission overheated.
Yeah, but it did not left me stranded. It slowed me down by a couple hours.
Right. You stopped and you let it cool down, and then
I
you
kept
continued.
driving. Yes.
Right. Okay, gotcha. And that was the only one time, right?
Twice.
Oh, twice. Okay.
Well, I stopped for like 35 to 40 minutes each time.
Okay.
Still climbing, because I wasn't gonna abort my mission.
No.
No. We don't do that at TFL.
No, not unless the vehicle's actually broken. Okay. So once you got back down the hill and you unloaded the truck, you contacted the people at General Motors.
Yes.
Told them what happened. They took this very truck back.
Yes.
And they said that they were going to repair it, and they did.
Yes, and this is what they told me. They said it was transmission related. They investigated it, they tested it, and I gotta give the Chevy team credit, right? This truck belongs to to them. This is a press loan vehicle. They could have just said, "Well, sorry, Andre, better luck next time."
Which we've had happen before.
Yeah, with some other automakers in the past. But they said, you know what? We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to fix it. And we're going to let you have the truck again. But they would not disclose exactly what was wrong. I think it has to do with competitive advantage, other things.
Yeah.
So they would not tell me exactly what the issue was. Dude, are you ready?
I am ready.
This is where I had to stop the first time. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'm going to pause and I'm going to stop here. This is where the truck last time gave me warnings, said please pull over soon, overheating is occurring. Okay, I had to pull off here, even though this is not really a great area, but it is a wider space. So right now I'm at 210, 0 warnings. Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go out and check. You can hear the fan actually running, which is normal.
Right, and it's blowing the heat where I am right here, which is also normal. But I don't smell anything. There's no smoke. There's no warning lights. So It's a good start.
But we still have more climbing to do, dude. We charge forward, Nathan.
Indeed, onward.
Onward. And now the pavement ends. And this is the way this road always is.
Yep.
So it's half paved, half unpaved. This is getting hairy. We got a little bit of washboard. So this is getting serious. You know what? It's actually getting serious enough to where I'm going to put it in four-wheel drive.
Now, did you do this last time?
Yes.
Okay.
So Nathan, now I have to maintain momentum while also, maintaining composure.
I am not worried in the least. I'm. Look at this. My hand is steady as a rock.
Well,
you're not making me nervous.
Well, look at the temperatures, dude.
Yeah, 225. It can handle it. I mean, we just don't want it to completely freak out.
Well, it's working hard. Still lots of torque, dude. This V8 is mwah! It's a good engine.
It's a very good engine. The 6.2 is still one of my favorites. Just wish it didn't have to live on premium fuel.
This is why this is a torturous test.
Here's some more.
Why does it have to be so torturous?
I love it. Super massage function.
By the way, the coolant temperature is rock solid. It's been 210 and it is still 210 and the engine is super happy. The engine is saying, what are we doing next?
Yeah.
But see, the transmission has to put that torque somewhere.
Exactly.
And that's why it's working hard.
Well, it's working pretty hard. It's at 246 degrees right now. So it's starting to get to the parts where we're a little afraid. But not so far.
No, but there's no warning. There
No
are
warnings?
There are no warnings. And we're reaching the final major step of this climb. There it is. Will it make it? It's doing it, dude.
Yep, 255 degrees.
Ooh, doggy.
And from here, it's no big deal.
So we're leveled off.
Yeah.
So this is where I stopped the second time in the previous episode. This is where I could go no further. I had to let it cool off.
Right.
And once again, it's really hard to cool something off when you're just sitting there under the sun, you know?
You know, all you can do is open the hood and hope that some of the heat dissipates upward and outward. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll have a breeze. It does help. All right, I think, my friend, we have managed to take this very same truck that had a problem last time. The problem has been resolved, and it did it just fine.
And you had your seat air conditioner was on?
Yes.
This entire time?
The entire time. I'm proud of that. I am proud of that. My butt is super cool.
Do you really have to be 63 degrees right now?
You know, most of the cars I own don't have functioning air conditioners. Yes.
Well, dude, we've reached the wonderful outdoors.
We have indeed.
Yes.
And there's a lot of traffic up here for some strange reason.
Well, yes, and that's why you don't want to break down in the middle of it.
No.
And we pushed this Chevrolet Silverado, I think, to its maximum. I mean, on this trail.
We did indeed, and it did a lot better than it did last time with even a lighter load.
Yeah, what do you think? Should we make camp and go overlanding?
No, I want to go home and shower and get out of the mosquito nest that we're in right now.
And there you have it. If you want to check out everything automotive, there's one place to go, alltfl.com.
That's right.
And where do they go if they want to purchase a vehicle like the Ford Excursion?
TFL Bids.
.com.